Craig.
He's worried about the car. Stupid human shot his car. Yeah, he's gonna pop the hood and look in there.
Give me a intelligence plus drive. Or, sorry, it'd be craft, right? You use craft?
I use, craft for drive. I mean, for auto. Intelligence or wits?
Intelligence.
Yeah, so... actually, specialize. 5. 2 successes.
It looks like it definitely scraped the engine block some, but it didn't penetrate the engine block. There might be some scratches on the alternator as well. So it's something that you're probably going to want to check out in more detail.
With my tools.
Yes. 4.
Target's neutralized.
All right.
I almost kind of want to go back to take their rifles. But I feel like that'd be a stupid thing to do. I should have done that while I was there.
All right, as you all return to the car, what's the next move for you guys? You guys can still feel the Azothic presence moving.
Still? I thought... How many were dead?
The Pandorans aren't showing up on your... Or what you would assume would be the Pandorans aren't showing up on your radar, so to speak.
That's worrying. What killed them? They seemed fine when we left.
Back home, I think we caused enough attention for one night.
Everybody else agree with that?
So we're not following the funny feeling anymore?
I mean, I kind of still want to try, but I don't know if he messed anything up in the car, and I don't know if those people in the trucks also have big guns.
I don't want you guys to get hurt again.
Oh, Cullen, none of us want to actually get hurt. But it just doesn't seem right. Those guys didn't seem right. But I'm not really sure what else we can do. We can't stop bad guys, right?
Well, I'm gonna go after it. What everybody else does is up to them, but I'm gonna at least follow it on foot. Perhaps maybe take the car back, get it repaired, or at least looked at, or follow me. I don't care. But none of you are armed, so...
I have arms.
That's a good point. Wait a second.
But what are you gonna do?
Recon. Figure out if there are more armed people there, figure out what the main Azothic feeling is, figure out where they're taking it, what they're doing with it. You know, just information gathering.
So you're gonna get info and then you're gonna come back? I don't think that's a safe idea. I don't want to say you almost died, but you didn't look very good for a second there.
Yeah, but I look better now.
That's because...
I still have full bashing damage, but you know, whatever.
But that's because Craig helped you and Banba helped you too. So if you go, I guess we all have to go.
Wait, the bashing damage didn't heal?
I didn't have enough points to heal all that bashing damage. I had 3 aggravated I had to heal the aggravated, then I had to heal the lethal, and by that point I ran out of heals.
Well, if you heal an aggravated, that's a full HP basically. It doesn't downgrade to lethal and then downgrade to bashing.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, well then never mind. I'm fully healed then.
So, what is the group's consensus? Is 4 going to take off on his own here, or is everybody following 4? Or are we going to restrain 4 and make him go home?
I guess Cullen is gonna follow 4 because he doesn't want to see him get hurt again.
Craig is gonna go fix the car and then drive back, hopefully very quickly.
So you're gonna go home?
Well, I don't want the car to break down if we're somewhere else.
That's true. We also should check on Forsaken too. Banba? Are you okay? Do you want to come back home, or do you want to help out 4? We'll come back for 4, but we gotta get the car checked and Forsaken. And if you need a rest, maybe it's better if we take you home. But if you feel okay, you could also stay with 4, so then it's an even number.
I want my tea, but everyone keep your phones on you. Put it on vibrate or something. Let's keep in contact and at least. And hopefully if Craig can get the car fixed, we can meet back here, I guess. Wherever here is. Are we like in the middle of the street, Ian?
No, you're actually... Well, you guys are in a parking lot near the... where you would park your car if you were going to start taking the metro, because they had hopped over the fence, so to speak, a little bit of ways away from the depot so they could heal off of the charge lines.
Metro, we should be able to get back here easily, so I'll go with them to keep an eye on things and to stay in contact with you guys. And hey, 4, is it okay if we just meet back here in 2 hours, 3 hours? How's that sound?
Well, I mean, depending on what we find wherever they're taking the Azothic thing, that may not be feasible. I mean,
If you get too in trouble before you go into trouble, how about you call us? So don't shoot, call first, so then we can meet up with you. Or
Sounds good.
or if we fix the car really fast, then we'll text you and let you know we're on the way. So if you see them, don't attack first. If they attack you first, then obviously you'll have to do something.
Yeah, so I like this. You guys go back to the house, check on Forsaken, and get the car fixed, and it's just keep in contact.
Mhm.
4, I'm with you. And Craig, right? No. Cullen. Yeah.
So we're going to focus on Banba, 4, and Cullen for a little while as Aoife and Craig make their way back to the house to check on the car. It's hard to track these vehicles as they move about, but you do eventually feel the Azothic presence come to a stop at a location, and you're able to close the location. This does take a couple of hours, though. We're probably looking roughly at midnight at this point. You guys are able to get to a street that doesn't overlook, but looks out onto what appears to be a country club. The 2 trucks that had left the facility you can see them pull into the back and park. You can see workers begin to unload the crates from the trucks and move them into the country house, the country club. Unfortunately, as soon as the trucks arrived, the gates closed, so you would have to climb the gates to get onto the grounds to get any closer.
It's an entire, walled compound, I presume.
It's a country club, so when I say a gate, it's got more of the wrought iron, type gates.
But there's a wall around the entire thing.
Yes.
Okay, so then they can't follow me if I do stupid things. Do we, how well can we see into the compound? Can we see where the truck's parked and what they're pulling out, or?
You can see that the trucks have parked, and you can see that people are unloading what appear to be boxes from it, which are the obvious crates. But outside of that, essentially it's just shapes at that distance because they are on the back side of the compound. You guys are directly in front of it, so you're looking at the front of the country club, and off on the back side of it, you can see where the trucks have parked, and you can see people moving, but you can't, make out anything specific. No perception check, no nothing like that's going to change that.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a strategy that does not involve foretelling the others to wait here and I jump the wall. Because I don't think anyone else is going to be able to jump the wall with me.
Cullen and Banba, what are you thinking as you look out onto this country club?
Four's about to do something stupid, I bet.
We saw the trucks disappear into the country club.
They didn't disappear. You can see that they're parked and being unloaded.
Oh, being unloaded. I'm gonna kind of scan the area to see if there's any shorter part of the fence. Are there any trees that kind of hang over the fence?
There are a couple of trees that, quote unquote, hang over the fence, but this is well maintained. It's not like, oh, the tree's overgrown or anything like that.
Yeah. Is there any security guards walking the perimeter or anything? Can I see that from here?
Roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Wits plus composure.
Yeah. 5.
Three successes.
Oh. Okay.
You're able to see what could be security guards. However, you kind of know what security guards are meant to be carrying. A lot of times in the shows you've watched, they carry tasers, etc.
Yeah.
The people walking around are armed more like the guys at the warehouse.
Yeah.
So high-powered rifles, shotguns, and the like.
I kind of point that out to Cullen and 4. Guys, I don't think we should go in. These guys are different.
Well, the other ones didn't pose that much of a threat, did they?
Yeah, but we had a decent distraction with those things kind of helping, and you're the only one with a gun. Yeah, you were a good shot that one time, but I don't know.
As the police sirens go by, you can hear them as they make their way towards where the docks would be.
Hence why we had to leave. Okay, I'm gonna do stupid things. Ian, how many guards are there can I see from here, roughly? Like,
You can only see one right now.
okay, can I like kind of circle the compound stealthily, trying to see just how many people we're dealing with in there?
Give me a dexterity plus stealth, followed by a perception check. I need 2 checks here.
So perception is wits composure. Yes.
Let me go ahead and make a roll here. Okay, now. You're able to make out a rotating number of guards. There seems to be always 6 on the premises, but after about the second loop around, you've noticed that it's not the same 6, so they do trade off.
Alright, so we're dealing with a lot.
Also, during this time, you're able to find a placard near the because the bottom part of the fence is brick. Then the iron rock gates go up. On the bottom part, close to where the brick ends and the iron rock begins, you're able to make out an inscription. It just says, Ashwood Abbey Country Club, founder, Marcus McDonald Uglevy, Ogilvy. Founded 1855. It has a small etching of what appears to be a crow or a corvid type bird with the letter A on its chest.
Now, if I knew the lore of this world, I might understand that. But 4, I am just as stupid as 4, so it means nothing to me.
So, with that information 4, what are you going to do?
It doesn't, like, ring any bells, does it? It didn't
No.
happen to be, like, written in those journals or something.
No, absolutely
Okay.
not.
Does my phone still work?
Yes, it does. It's a banged up, but it still works.
I'm gonna Google it. Or whatever replaced Google in 2030. I don't know, like Google Amazon or something. I don't know.
Go ahead and give me a computer plus intelligence roll. Go ahead and take the inspired condition.
Wait,
Computer.
I don't think it's supposed to roll that many again. Isn't it only 10s you roll again?
You're still on 8 again.
But I changed it. What?
Did you change it to normal?
Yeah, it's on normal. I'm just doing it again. I retcon my roll. Even though
Okay, you don't get the exceptional success, but you still do succeed. The only information you're really able to uncover is that it is a highly selective country club for the elite of the elite name dripping with money and property, you're in. You got a, 4-door sedan and a 2-bedroom apartment, you ain't getting past the front gates. Beyond
Okay.
that, they are very, very secretive about what goes on beyond their country club gates.
Well. So, the option of storming the place is unwise. Sneaking in is probably not gonna work because they know each other all. They all know each other.
At this moment, we're going to go back to Craig and Aoife. You guys have reached the house.
All right, Craig is gonna pull into the garage, pop the hood, get some tools, and take a deeper look.
All right, give me the same rule. While he's doing that, Aoife, what are you doing?
I am going inside the house. Is Forsaken okay, or did he destroy the house even more?
Forsaken is still completely missing. He's still in the wind, so to speak.
Uh-oh. I wonder if Four had any other guns. Let's just check in his room.
All right, give me a perception check.
I'm sure he won't mind if I look in his place. Ta-da.
Craig, you're able to actually find the 45 bullet where it was lodged into the vehicle. You're able to do a okay patchwork. Your car's not going to break down anytime soon because of it.
Okay, it's still good enough. All right, so then I'm gonna go back into the house to check on Aoife, see what she's doing.
As you enter the house, you're able to find Aoife. She is digging through Four's room, looking for something.
Aoife, what you doing?
Well, since we're going after bad guys, I thought maybe we could use some of Four's gun things. I know he calls them other names, but maybe he won't mind if we bring some more. We might need it.
In a drawer near where he would quote-unquote sleep, you find not only a car battery, but that's in the bottom drawer before anybody is like, wait, how is that in like a top drawer? He's got the bottom part of the drawer removed, so it's sitting on the floor, but it's technically in the dresser. As you go through this dresser, you're able to find it's a standard 9mm pistol.
Aha! I knew he'd have like an extra. Yay! So I know not to press that. And she points at the trigger. I'll carry it, Craig, because I don't want you to accidentally, push the wrong button. Okay?
Okay.
There's also a couple of clips in the drawer as well.
Okay, I'm gonna take some of these. I put them in my little satchel bag.
Are there any extra fiery things for the big gun that he has?
4, those are pretty much banana clips, correct?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, you're able to find... there's one remaining banana clip that he doesn't have with him.
Okay. I'll take that one too.
Oh, yeah, he might need more. Should we take the car battery?
No, that's for like him healing.
Well, what if we don't get lucky like this time?
I don't think we'll need car battery. I have car battery in the car. And I have the portable charger.
Hey, question. So, you know those wire things that you have in your car? Does
Yeah.
that mean we could get hooked up to those
Yeah.
and get better?
Yeah, I tried it once.
Oh,
Just to see. It works.
okay.
It's not a lot, but it works.
Got it. I'm not much of, cause I know Banba has her stick. Should I get a knife? Cause I don't really know what else to do. My pencil didn't work out, which I also need to grab another pencil.
You lost your pencil? Where?
Well, I dropped it back there. I think I dropped it when I was running back into the car. So I'll grab another pencil and maybe like the big knife that we use when we carve big meat. I think it's called a butcher knife.
Okay, if you want.
Yeah, I'll just get one just in case. Okay, so we have the guns, the clippy things for the guns. We have a knife just in case. Is there anything else? I can't think of anything else that we need. Do you need a change of clothes? I wasn't sure. Did you get bit or anything?
I got bit. Craig looks down at his clothes. What do his clothes look like?
Well, there's a chunk missing from the shoulder of his shirt, and the vast majority of the bottom part of his shirt and some of his pants is singed and burnt open.
Yeah, I could probably do with some new duds. I heard people say that. I don't know what a dud is, but oh, you know what? 4 also got bit. I could get another dud for him.
Yeah, we should get a few duds then. I'll grab for me and Banba too, and Cullen, just in case.
Okay.
So we got all the stuff we need. Oh, we should leave a letter for Father just in case if he comes back and we're still gone. Okay, what should we say? Dear Father, we felt a feeling and we decided to go after the feeling. The feeling led us to this address. It's a warehouse. And then these weird human flesh things came. 4-shot it. And then other bad humans came. Yeah, bad humans. And then we'll be back. I'm not sure when. We have our phones with us. Love, Aoife. And she leaves it somewhere where he can find it.
Likely in his study.
Yeah. Alright, I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, we're ready. Back in the car, and we drive back to the train, or should we call them and see where they are?
While we drive, I'll give Banba a call. I don't think 4 is good at picking up his phone.
No, he's not very good.
I'll give her a call right now while we go. And I dial Banba's number.
Banba, your phone begins to ring. Vibrate. You have it on vibrate, correct?
Yes, trying to be quiet and stealthy. I check my phone and answer. turn down the volume a little bit. Aoife?
Banba, hey!
Hi, what's going on? Are you guys okay?
Oh, we're okay. Forsaken's still kind of being weird. So it's just gonna be me and Craig. We're coming back. We got stuff and we left Father a letter, just in case.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Do we meet you at the tracks or do we meet you at the warehouse?
Meet us at the tracks.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll be there in a jiff. The car's not too banged up, so Craig was able to fix it pretty quick.
Okay, let me know when you get there, because we are a little ways away. We made it to this place, Ashwood Country Club. That's where the trucks went with the stuff, but there's more humans with guns, like the last ones at the warehouse.
Oh, okay. Well, make sure Ford doesn't start pewing at people. Father said not to do that.
I'll try, but if they're like those other humans who shot at us, I think that's okay to shoot back.
Well, if you guys start shooting, you gotta tell us so like that we can meet you over there.
Okay, I will. I promise.
All right. We'll head to the train tracks.
Okay. Oh, did you bring my tea?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I love my tea.
Okay. Well, I gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
Click. Craig. I need to go back to get her tea. I told her we have her tea.
But we don't have her tea.
Wait. Have you left?
Have
yes,
we left?
you guys hopped into the car and said that you guys were taking off, so...
Yeah, I started driving while you were calling.
Oh, maybe I'll just... I'll just tell her I panicked and I told her I did when I didn't. He told us to meet him at the train tracks.
Oh, the same place? Okay. I remember how to get there. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, back to Banba and Cullen.
After hanging up, I kind of, in a hush tone, tell Ford and Cullen that they're making their way back to the tracks.
Well, Cullen was next to you for that phone call, so he heard the phone call.
Okay, cool. Four.
Actually, how far away is he?
I don't know at this point.
You had looped back to the front to be able to read the sign, so you would be in front of it, and they would be across the street from the front.
Are we just like standing on the street? Like, that doesn't seem very stealthy.
You're not standing directly parallel from the building. You're more standing off. Think of here's the estate in front of you guys, the street in front of it. You guys are across the street on a perpendicular roadway. So it's a T intersection, essentially.
Okay.
So you guys would be able to, back up essentially and block the view of the country club. So you're on the corner, essentially.
4.
Okay, I go back to them. So we are regrouping?
Yeah. What did you see? Could you see any more?
Yeah, there are quite a lot of armed guards. At minimum, there are 12. However, there's likely
12?
at minimum.
Yeah, let's head back. Maybe it will be less guarded in the daytime. Maybe come back towards like the afternoon or something.
That's unlikely. However, it's possible the increased guard presence is due to me shooting them back at the warehouse. I believe the best strategy is to not let them know that we followed it here and wait a few days.
Okay, I like that. So let's book it back.
Well, as it took you a couple of hours to get there on foot, it does take you another hour to get back. The difference was because you weren't following trucks that were deliberately trying to lose any tails. So it is a little quicker getting back than it was following the trucks to the country club.
Oh, that's good.
You can actually, the car's already waiting there. Aoife and Craig are outside the car talking with each other by the time you come over the hill and can see them.
Craig is playing with the assault rifle magazine. Bullets are popping out, and he's laughing.
Don't do this. I'm gonna have to repack that now.
Oh no.
Twang.
It's not a toy.
But it's fun. I pick up the ones that dropped and hand them all back to 4. We brought this for you, just in case.
I see. I appreciate it, I suppose.
And clothes, because you have a hole in your chest.
Well, had.
Well, dude, your shirt has a hole in your chest.
As you look at yourself for, you can actually see the clothes that you had put on are pretty well and truly shredded.
That's not very good for stealth.
And yet you somehow did it.
Okay, well, I suppose I replaced the shredded clothes. I mean, I don't really. Why wouldn't I guess, at this point?
What did you guys find?
The trucks went to a walled compound. Said compound is guarded by at minimum 12 armed guards. Direct assault is unwise.
Oh. Well, that's more than what we saw already, right?
Yeah, there was 7, including the suit guy, I think. I don't remember. I think it was 7. I think there were 6 others.
There were 4 gunmen and then the suit guy.
Oh, were there only 5? Okay, never mind. I'm stupid.
Well, I don't want to get shot again. That was not enjoyable.
Well, the my current proposition is we just lay low for a few days and see how they react. Because if the people at the warehouse were the same people at this compound, they're probably not going to be... They either might get super on edge, or they might, like, not, because they don't know we followed them. I don't know. Alternatively, waiting, they might, like, double their guards, though, so it's a bit of a tricky situation, however. Considering I don't think we can storm a compound with one armed person, I don't think we have another option other than waiting. I mean, out of game, I'd do it. I'm stupid enough to do it. But I don't want to endanger the party by doing it, because they're gonna follow me. They won't listen when I say, let me go in Hitman style. I'll find out what's going on.
Banba, Cullen?
Let's go home.
Yeah. I'm tired.
So, as you guys make your way back home, there's some idle chatter in the car. The next morning, does anybody turn on the TV?
Oh yeah, I'm checking the news. I mean, as soon as we get home, I'm turning on the news. I don't need to sleep.
Oh, okay. So in that situation, as soon as you get into the house, you turn on the TV and turn to the news. Headline states, international incident. Gabriel Kennedy has been shot and murdered while on vacation in Dublin, Ireland.
Hold on,
Who?
let me write that name down.
The news report goes on to talk about the son of the Kennedy family being murdered while at a warehouse in Dublin.
We let the bad guys do a bad thing?
I does Four have the the common sense to think that the guy in the suit was probably this Gabriel Kennedy lad?
Oh, no, they have his picture up. There's no doubt.
Okay,
Yeah.
it was. Okay, I killed him.
What?
He was the one that shot the car.
It was a Kennedy?
The news reporter goes on to list another couple of very prominent family names and they're talking about how there's going to be an international inquiry about these murders. The current leading thought is that this was supposed to be a kidnapping gone wrong to try and extort these very notable families.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm gonna try to gather everyone and suggest that we leave the city.
Well, it doesn't take very long to gather everybody. Everybody was already watching the news with you.
Okay, I suggest we leave the city. International means a lot of people are gonna come looking here, and it's probably best we don't have those eyes on us.
We were followed? You think that they know we're
Not
here?
followed. Perhaps, but even if they don't know we did it, they don't know who did it. They don't know we came here. The fact people are going to be looking all across the city, and
Then we could just stay on the property, keep the gates closed, and don't go out into the yard, right?
you remember what happened? The only time I've seen the local police force in action is when they gunned down a man in the street for leaving his home. So I don't trust them to not come in.
But he was sick. We're not sick.
Yes, but the property's also quite damaged, isn't it? At this still, like from torment. Yeah, like that's gonna raise a few eyebrows.
Well, we just tell him we have bad days, and when we have bad days, some of us. Never mind. That doesn't sound right, does it?
Where would we go?
Not here.
But you killed a bad guy. Isn't that good?
At this point, the news stories start talking about the life of this Kennedy, Gabriel Kennedy, about how many orphanages he opened, how many poor people he's fed. It goes through his list of accomplishments, all the companies he's owned. It shows, the remaining Kennedy family, crying over the loss of their son and brother.
So he wasn't a bad guy?
He was bad to us.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it was bad to us, which means it was okay that what we did. So if it was okay with what we did, then why should we leave? We'll just tell him that he was actually a bad guy.
Do you think they're more inclined to believe what they already believe, or what a couple random people they're accusing of murder are telling them?
Well, Father always said, and Full House always says, to be honest. Which reminds me, Banba, I didn't actually get your tea when we left. I lied. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're home right now. I can make more tea.
Yay. See?
I'm gonna go into the kitchen, kind of panicked, and start making some tea.
See? Everything will be fine if we just tell the truth. We went, and because we were following a feeling, and then these globs of skin came, and then the Kennedy guy tried shooting at us and called us monsters, even though we're trying not to be. So he's the bad guy.
What do I understand about the court system? Do I know enough to say that that ain't gonna fly in court?
All you know really about the court system is it is how the humans judge each other. You know, there's a jury, people state their case, and then the jury and judge decide.
I don't think you would know too much of the court system because then
Yeah, okay.
because then
We
I don't
can work with this.
I don't think you would have shot him if you were actually afraid of the law.
Yeah. So the problem with telling the truth here is humans are more like to listen to their own kin than us, who are not related to them, not even human yet. It's the truth doesn't work most of the time.
Well, you shot someone at the bar, and that wasn't good. And then you shot someone at the warehouse, and that wasn't good. You keep shooting people,
Okay, they shot us this time.
and yeah, we're bad guys. This isn't right. You're not right. And I kind of slink back behind Craig when I said that.
Craig and Cullen, you've been rather quiet during this. What's going on with the two of you?
It's seems like a really complicated situation, and Craig doesn't understand it all that well, except we might have killed a good guy, which is a bad thing. But nobody knows that we did it.
Cullen? Cullen seems to be petrified still at the moment. Banba, your tea would have finished brewing by now.
Sit. And that's it. I just stand there just looking at the tea, just stirring it, just trying to contemplate whether to leave or to stay. If we were to leave, where would we go?
I could call Father. Maybe he has a second house or something. Let me call him. And I dial, the professor.
Hello, this is George McNeely. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep!
Oh, I got his voicemail, guys. Hi, Father. We're in trouble again. Well, 4 got us in trouble again. It wasn't me. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if you saw the news, but I think maybe this Kennedy guy was a bad guy, but maybe not too much of a bad guy. But to us, he shot at us. So 4 shot at him. And 4 wants us to leave, but we're not really sure if we should leave or if we should stay in the house. So yeah, call us when you get this, please. Bye. Click. Father's never been gone this long.
The news story continues to go on, talking about how, the FBI are going to be there. There's going to be a joint operation between the Dublin police and the FBI as they try to investigate, these murders in the upcoming days. If there's nothing else anybody wants to do, then we can go ahead and call you guys, call the day, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue observing the news and trying to figure out just how screwed we're gonna be if they catch us.
By the end of the night of you watching the news, this has turned into a debacle. Mostly, it's just America that's involved at this point, but other countries are looking to get involved as well because the Kennedys and all these families are offering rewards. So there's going to be numerous bounty hunters about. The FBI, the police force, I'm not exactly sure what the Irish call their version of the FBI, but they're going to be involved as well. It's going to be a nationwide manhunt in Ireland at this point, because while it happened in Dublin, they don't know exactly who committed the crime, so, they're expecting them to have fled the city as well. So it is going to be a nationwide manhunt. It is about at this time that morning has peaked. The sun is shining in through the windows, and that is when everybody else wakes up. You guys as you guys all make your way doing your morning routines, you can all see 4 still glued to the television, staring at it.
Craig's been in the garage, not sleeping, fixing the car. More.
Go ahead and give me a craft check then.
Okay. One success.
It's enough for you to have fixed any damage that had actually been caused to the car. So it's in perfect working order, or at least in the same working order it was before it got shot.
Okay.
It still has a hole in the hood, though.
That will be next.
But that is completely superficial. Damage-wise, it's superficial.
Yeah.
In your guys' current situation, I realize it's a bit more. Has 4 come up with any other ideas at this moment?
Well, hide. Wait for it to blow over. Because at this point, I think, as much as 4 wants to figure out what that Azothic object was that they were transporting, self-preservation, somewhat still. I can take, like 8 of them. 8 800, 8,000? No, I can't do that. I don't have that many bullets.
Matter of fact, how many bullets do you have left? Because there was only one left in your drawer.
Standard carrying capacity for a rifleman is usually 7 mags. So, it would depend if I still had all 7.
I would say so. So you would have roughly, what, 5
So
left? 5 or 6?
I reloaded 1. You'd have 7 on your person, 1 loaded. So I'd have 6 left spare, 1 loaded.
All right. Cullen,
See,
what are you doing this morning as you go into the living room and see Forrest still watching the television?
I pay him no mind and I begin to browse the books.
What exactly are you looking for in the books?
I don't know, just whatever catches my eye.
All right. Banba?
Yeah.
Same for you. What exactly is going on this morning as Four watches television and Craig comes in from fixing the car?
Well, Banba is still kind of just sitting in his room, just sitting up.
Still traumatized?
Still traumatized.
All
What
right.
Ford said about everything kind of rung through his head, so he's actually slowly putting a bag together to leave.
Aoife?
I'm sitting out at the porch. I'm thinking. The Kennedy's a good guy, but he was transporting something. He was transporting something that gave us a feeling. I wonder if we should go back. If we go back, maybe we could find some clues. Maybe we can prove that he was a bad guy. And then that way, 4 becomes a good guy. And then we don't have to leave home. Maybe that's what we can do. Instead of just running. I have a feeling if we just keep running, 4 is just going to keep shooting people. And if he shoots people, even if they're bad, we always end up needing to run. I don't want to run no more. Okay, maybe that should be the plan. I walk it back into the house.
Craig has just... Craig, what have you done since you've entered the house? Are you just meandering about, or are you watching TV with Four?
I think he's meandering, maybe trying to cover up some of the holes that are still around, just doing something, little busy work here and there.
It's at this time Aoife bounds in.
Alright, guys. I think I have a plan. And then I do the Superman pose. I think we should go back to the warehouse. Maybe not go straight inside, just to kind of see how it looks. There might be some people there for now, but I think if it's free or clear, maybe we could go inside and see if there's any proof that we can find or any clues that we can find. You know what I mean? So like that, we can clear 4's name, and then 4 doesn't have to keep running.
But they don't know For's name.
True. But 4 is afraid that he's gonna be a bad guy. I think he wants to be a good guy, but he's not very good at it. But anyway, so instead of running, why don't we just try to see if we can figure out what this Kennedy guy was doing over there? Especially since they all looked at us like we were just regular people. They've seen people like us before. They weren't scared. And Father always said that people get scared when they see us. And he wasn't. That's weird.
I mean, I don't know if it's still scary over there.
Well, bad guys run. And if they're all over the news, then I'm pretty sure they left by now. I think there's only regular people over there now. And maybe they can tell us who this Kennedy guy was, because I never heard of him.
When should we go?
Have I overheard any of this?
They're talking about it in the living room. You're right next to them, so yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna suggest that's a terrible idea, because everyone's gonna be looking at that warehouse. Like, the bad people aren't there anymore, but all the other humans are gonna be there now.
To not look suspicious is to be seen in plain sight. I read that in a book.
I mean, you're more than welcome to go. I cannot stop you. But, they might recognize me more than any of you.
I don't want my car to get shot again.
Well, I'll go. And then if they catch me, I can't really do anything. So, and then you guys could just go. Because then I'll make the news. And then that could be a sign that you guys should go.
Go where? To save you?
No. To run away, like Four said.
After we save you.
No, Craig. I think if they catch me, then Four's name will be clear, and then you guys could keep going.
But then you would be caught.
Oh yeah, maybe I won't leave for too long. Maybe it'll just be for a little while.
How long is a little while?
I think the humans decide that.
But why should we let them take you if you didn't do anything bad?
Well,
you have just finished listening to this week's chapter of Promethean the Created, 2nd edition, Fading of the Spark, part of the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology, written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener. If you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. And as always, comments are welcomed. Until the next chapter, don't stop asking yourself, what does it really mean